All right, I'd like to show you how to punch down a jack or different kinds of jacks. I've got 3 different jacks here. Leviton, you can see that that says B in there, as in boy. I don't know, can you see that? Yep. All right, so then this one is A and B. This is just Chinese wing shit here, but Leviton's a name brand. It's a good jack. It's got a dust cap on the back here that locks into place, so you can't pull the wire off. So it's got these little tabs that lock into place. You won't get the wire off this jack once it's jacked and the cap is on there, unless you remove the cap. Very good jack though. I like that one. These other ones work just fine, but the caps don't lock into place. They just kind of snap on and they can fall off. You wind up getting opens that way. And this one is the same deal. It's just some cheap Chinese knockoff. This one's a 5E. Can you see that? 5E. This one's a Cat 6. This one's a Cat 6. We're using Cat 6 plenum cable. The difference between plenum and non-plenum, or PVC. PVC is toxic when it burns. Plenum cable is not. So you put this in a ceiling with an air return that goes through the ceiling, or anywhere that the wire may burn and the smoke may get into the air supply of the building. So plenum cable is a little easier to use. You just scratch it like that and you crack it. Cracks right and pulls apart. PVC doesn't do that. You actually need to cut the jacket. All right, so you have your wires like this. Let's use this Chinese one here. So the way I like to do is I kind of rest it on my finger there. So it's like this. Every jack's a little different, so you kind of have to come up with your own little system there. So that's it. You got your wires. They're matching your pinout. And at this point, you want to punch it down. So if you have one of these punch tools, great. Sometimes when you buy single jacks, they come with a little tool. It's not an impact tool, but it allows you to push it in. And then you just use your scissors or whatever to cut it. I like to use a sheetrock knife to cut when I don't have the punch tool. So if you don't have a punch tool, you're not a contractor or whatever, you can use the cap. You put the cap on there, you squeeze it with a pair of pliers, like that. It'll set them in place. Let's see if you can see that. So let's look through the light there. Yep, you can see it. So it sets them in place. And then from there, you need to cut them. So you can use a pair of dikes or whatever. You cut them with scissors. You need to make sure that the wires don't touch. That's fine, that'll work. But you can also use a pair of, not a pair, sheetrock knife. And you can just cut them with the sheetrock knife, like this. You don't have to like saw it off or cut it. You just press down and it cuts it flush. See? I don't know how to get this fucker to focus. There it is. All right. So you can see. I don't know why it's doing that. It's going in and out of focus. All right. Well, whatever. At this point, you put the cap on. Your jack is done. You put it into the faceplate, mark it, whatever you got to do. You're good to go. All right, let me show you another one. Leviton jack is a little different. You can't approach it from the side like that. You got to approach it from the back. So what I like to do is figure out where it's going to go in. So I'm going to set it like this so that I know what the orientation is of the colors. Alright, so this one's set in place. You can see that the pinout's a little different from the other one. This has, oh, you see that? I screwed that up. Alright, you see how the white orange is in? The blue white has to be in as well. So I had that backwards. But that's why you look at it before you punch it down. Okay. At this point, you can put the cap on this one. It's a little bit more difficult because this one locks into place. But you can put the cap on, press it down, take it off, cut them, or you can use your punch tool. And that's what you want the wires to just shoot off. If the wires don't shoot off, then your punch tool blade is probably shot. See, I recommend the Ever Sharp blade. So it's the shiny silver blade from Fluke, I guess, makes it now. Used to be Harris, but yeah, there you go. That's that one. Dust cap. I always give it a pull test too, to make sure that fucker's not coming off. That's it.